moly. Hello and welcome to episode 5775. Fuck. Everything was going so well, Paul. Everything was going so well. 75. I was like, this start is going to be clean. This start is going to be clean like a fresh stick of butter.
Those are pretty clean.
Well, I feel like what really gets to me is how the sort of metal wrapping is impressed into the butter,
bit, yeah,
and it makes it's a sticky situation taking it off, Paul.
Sticky situation.
And then it's so difficult not to tear it.
Yeah,
I find it stressful.
It's a little stressful, especially when you think everything's going well, so you're like a little more confidence.
Yes,
and then you pull and you're like, God damn it!
You know, yeah, butter's difficult. But it enhances food so much, Paul. We can't deny that.
Totally. Just like cannabis.
Just like cannabis. Butter and cannabis are like the opposite of oil and water. They really go together. And to be fair, oil and water still sit next to each other.
For sure. Yeah.
It's not like they're like
enemies.
Like the positive, negative magnet situation.
Oh, yes.
Whoa! Whoa! Was that cool for you when you were a kid?
For sure.
Oh, cool, right?
Yeah, magnets, I could play with them for
ever.
Yeah.
The ones I was obsessed with, the planetarium ones. Mm-hmm. They were like little plastic marbles that were magnetic. And some of them were glow in the dark. Very cool. It was just these beads, and it was just like, these are great. I loved them. I loved them so much.
For us, it was this kit of where you had to make. It came a plastic triangle with holes in it.
Okay.
And then a bunch of plastic balls with magnets in them. And you can make shapes by putting like one magnet on the end of one triangle and the one on top.
Oh.
And so you can kind of make like structures and stuff. There wasn't a lot of pieces, but you can do some things like that. And that was.
It wasn't like a Connect.
No, it could have been maybe ripped off from that. I don't know. It felt like one of those like.
But build with magnets.
With magnets.
That's very cool.
Yeah, and so sometimes you'd be able to build the structure properly because everything would be. Properly magnetized.
Yeah.
But sometimes for whatever reason one would just like freak out when it would move with another one, so the whole thing would like break apart.
Oh my god. Yeah. Wouldn't that be cool if they did 3D puzzles with magnets?
Yeah,
if the polarization is right, wouldn't they be able to just keep building up?
Oh man. Oh, okay, upwards, like a 3D puzzle?
I completely bullshitted that polarized word. I don't know if that was appropriate.
Yeah,
is that what
yeah.
It is?
It has two poles, a positive and a negative.
Okay.
So if a negative and a negative touch, they will repel each other.
Yeah.
If a positive and a positive.
Yeah.
So you only have two faces to work with, so anything that you build would have to, connect a certain way.
Well, you just keep flipping it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like if the positive is on bottom and the negative is on top, and you keep putting a positive, negative, you could do that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you just build upwards.
Yeah.
Build up and out.
I wonder
because
what
your
will
cube, like, could even have like different polars on each side. Different poles.
I don't think it would work in a cube.
That's not how it works?
No, I don't think so.
Couldn't it be like a magnetic surface? Say like each plate of the cube. That's not a word. Gabe, is this a doable thing? Because like, how specific can those poles be? If you have a sphere, could you have like pin needle poles on all of it so that you can push and pull?
I don't know what makes a magnet more precise. So I don't know if it's just a kind of like, imagine like energy it's giving off, and it's always the same. You know what I mean? The pole is always the same size, so regardless if it's a cone you make or a circle or a cube, two sides will be giving off equally amount of different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sort of.
So it could just be that. So regardless of what you make, or is it possible to make it so, like you say, so detailed that
it's just a surface? Whatever surface you just you like, the longitude, latitude, X, Y, Z. It's 3D, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, I am so Topics of High Importance
Topics
is a
of High
program
Importance.
where Paul and I smoke cannabis and then talk about things in a way that is usually quite structured, I would say. Absolutely. I agree,
What do you
Paul.
mean when we're not high?
When we are high.
It's quite structured
It's
when
very
we are high?
structured, yeah.
We
aim to follow a predetermined list of topics in order to discuss them in a most efficient, straightforward, non-tangenty way possible.
Yes.
Get ready. Here comes the structure. Choose the first topic, Mr. Paul.
Oh, we're telling me to choose one? My goodness.
I don't have a list, so this is gonna be bullshit.
Oh, I have the numbers down already. I don't
Okay,
remember
so
what
I'm
number
gonna
was
say the number. I'm seeing a turkey penguin fused together,
All right.
but that's not
What
a
does that
number.
mean? Oh, okay.
In my mind,
It was symbolizing a number?
it wasn't symbolizing a number. It was like sort of a pink penguin, with like some feathers. It kind of looked like Peppa Pig illustration, you know. But that is definitely not a number. So, brain, please focus. That brush over there really looks like a squirrel tail, and it's messing with my head.
Focus. Remember what we just promised the people.
Oh my god. Oh. I see a 7. We're into numbers. It's
All
good.
right,
We're
we're
close,
good. We're
baby.
getting
We're
there.
close. 1.
1.
Oh, Jesus.
Expectations.
Am I an alien? Am I an alien who hasn't completely understood how the human mind works? What?
Expectations.
Expectations.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
Y'all had the expectation I would say a number eventually.
Well, I didn't give you the option, but I think
What do you mean you didn't give me the option?
I didn't tell you which numbers, but it's
Hey,
usually
look,
1,
I
2, or
think
3.
we've been doing
Yeah.
this a long time.
No, but for the viewers, we don't know.
The
They don't
listeners.
know. The listeners. Damn it! I always say viewers.
Yeah, why?
Soon. I
It's
don't
our
know.
inner want, isn't it? We want to be seen. We want to be seen. We want to be famous.
Smoking weed. No,
Yeah,
not
I don't want to be famous.
No,
I just want
don't
money.
wanna be
I just want a lot of money. Oh, touch a lot of hearts
I just want money.
and make a lot of money. Look, topic number 1 is what? Expectations.
That's right.
Expectations. We have certain levels of expectations of how our lives will go, determining decisions based on expectations. I feel like a politician. Am I answering your question? No, I'm not, but I'm still talking.
Oh my
Polly, you want
goodness.
to contribute to this debate?
Oh my goodness, expectations. It kind of sucks that you grow up with them so quickly.
Oh, what a deep statement,
Yeah,
Paul. Oh,
yeah.
my whole inside is just crushed.
Yeah, just like you're born into this family. Well, you're gonna be like this, right?
Yeah.
This is our culture. You're gonna be like this,
You
right?
have siblings, then you have these targets to hit,
Yeah.
or these,
Yeah.
Oh my god, the expectations are so heavy as a child.
Yeah.
Especially since you don't have the cognitive ability or awareness to understand what's happening and why things are happening. Like, I'm in my mid-30s, soon to tipping over onto the late 30s. Wowee. And I'm really starting to understand things now. But fucking hell, it's taken a long time and
Yeah.
a lot of, like, focused effort to understand what the fuck is going on and how to treat myself and how to treat others, It's, like, fucking nuts. So you have these tiny babies, and, like, as soon as they can understand language, pressure builds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, even before language, I'm sure the baby has expectations, and the people have the expectations of the baby. The baby, I wish you would, like, sleep all through the night.
I don't think baby's getting that message.
Mommy's
expectations.
annoyed with me right now. Mommy doesn't want to hold me right now. You don't believe that you can feel a person's energy? Then that our energies affect each other? I don't mean in a, like, Huju crystal way. I'm so sorry if Huju is something and I'm not aware. I just put syllables together. I don't mean, like, mystical. I just mean physical energy, like how our body and mind is affected by tension, and what that and that tension can be felt by somebody else.
It depends on what age, but I think the cats are
breaking the house upstairs.
They're like, they're downstairs. Let's fight.
I know we don't even know if this is being picked up, but sounds like construction's happening upstairs.
About?
Expectations, babies. You don't think? You
No,
don't think they feel it?
No. I think they're still developing so much that they're not just like in process mode yet. They're just like everything is like.
You don't think if a baby is in an environment where the parents are yelling at each other all the time, or that when the mom is holding the baby that she's exhausted. You don't think that would affect the baby's...
Oh, for sure, but not consciously. I don't think the baby would be aware of that. I think subconsciously...
No. I'm not saying it's boss baby. I'm not saying, like, the baby is like, oh, this is bad. I feel tense. I feel real tense right now. I'm going to poop in my diaper. Like, this is like... I'm not saying that. I'm saying that they... like, an animal will feel nervous around a person who is nervous. The baby will feel
not always,
nervous.
Yes, yeah, okay, yeah, it definitely would feed. Yeah, it feeds off the energy that's around it. Is that what you?
Yes.
Yeah.
For example, like I worry about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
My mom is a massive worrier.
Yeah.
So I'm sure I
give off a worrying
that energy was passed on.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, when I'm tense, I'm like, it's like a completely different vibration. And baby, we are all about vibrations. You know. Obviously, all of this is, I have no idea. I'm just saying this is what I think.
This is what I think.
What I think based on the limited knowledge I have.
Yeah. No,
that's what podcasts are, aren't they?
That is.
The popular ones,
The popular
right?
ones.
No, it's the opposite. The ones with facts are popular.
Real facts?
Real facts.
Shit.
Did you know that in 1914 there was a penguin named Charles that was brought to a zoo and they kept him for 10 years, I believe, successfully, because they managed to mimic its diet? All lies.
I was going to say.
All lies.
False.
Well, I wouldn't be able to say false because you know what? Maybe that's a thing.
Yeah.
A lot of things happen in this world and sometimes you fucking connect the dots in such a mystical way that you're like, I can tell the future.
Yeah.
And you're
or
like,
I know how many pogos are left in that box.
I know how many pogos are left in that box.
You're like, 8. And you're looking, you're like, oh, yes!
Have you done that before? Are you serious?
For sure.
You've had the well, just to bring it back
like,
to
shit, I don't know how many I have left. And I was like, oh, I think there's 7 left. And I go inside, I'm like, yeah.
I can't say I can't say I've experienced that. I think I've more experienced the I think there's more than there are, and then the crushing feeling of, are you serious? There's one pogo left?
Who leaves
There's
one pogo?
One pogo left?
Who leaves one pogo?
Who leaves one pogo? But honestly, when you're already pushing yourself to a limit, because you always do with pogos, you're like, I think I can eat more than I can eat.
For anyone who is not Canadian, pogo is a corn dog.
It's a corn dog.
We're talking about corn dogs.
Corn dogs.
In Canada, we call them pogos.
We call them pogos. Why? Is it an acronym?
Because the company that makes it call them pogos.
No, yes, I know.
know.
It's like Kleenex and fridge and all this kind of stuff. But, is pogo an acronym? And is an acronym what I think an acronym is?
I think you think correctly of an acronym.
I like that our intelligence levels are similar.
And I don't think pogo is one.
You don't think pogo is one?
No,
okay.
No.
Well, we'll put it out to the listeners. Is pogo an acronym?
Yeah.
And is an acronym what we think an acronym is? Answer in the comments below on all these social media posts I'm not making.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you for continuing to listen despite my complete dropping of the promotion because of just trying to handle my life.
There you go.
Yeah, so
being truthful.
Yeah, being truthful. That's the situation, and we are gonna get back to it. But right now, it's not my main priority.
Yeah.
But we really appreciate you still hanging on and listening to this show. Because I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, because this is on Podbean, that it's about 12 to 14 people download a week.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
And then just realizing there's people who genuinely listen to us regularly.
Yeah.
You know? Or listen for a while, and stop, and then come back, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's cool. Hi.
Yeah, they're cool.
Hi,
You're
cool. We're cool, but we don't mean that in the sense of like sunglasses, we're above you. We mean cool like we're having fun.
Yeah,
We're cool means we're having fun. You're having fun. Thanks for listening, is what I'm saying to the audience, to the listenership, to the people who come back to the Kate and Paul Topics of High Importance program. Thank you.
That's such a nice... Oh.
What?
Here's an ad.
Hi, I'm Mel.
And I'm Sass.
And we're the host of The Last Stretch.
A sports podcast.
It's a podcast where we're going to talk about, well, sports.
Specifically, what we do look at is what makes an athlete be the best that they can be. So not only do we talk to some athletes, but we talk to the people behind the athletes, from trainers to sports psychologists, you name it, we're going to talk about it.
We're going to talk about other issues revolving sports as well, hot button issues like concussions, maybe doping.
Give us a listen. Find us wherever you get your podcasts.
You duped them with the promise of emotion, and then you put in the promotion. I just defined marketing. You duped them with the promise of emotion. Oh, I've forgotten it already. Something promotion. You heard it. Just go back. It was brilliant. It was a great connection. Yesterday, Paul got me a big cookie. Yes,
big
listeners,
cookie.
The big cookie.
The big cookie.
Because he's a thoughtful motherfucker. Because I had promised myself a box of cookies if I survived the weekend without canceling anything because I'm sick. Well, getting through it, but it was sicker. And then I didn't get the box of cookies. And then Paul's getting pizza because it's Monday and they have a special on Monday. And I was like, oh, by all means, get a big cookie. By all means, because they have this like 8-inch cookie. Chocolate chip cookie, which is good.
Yeah, they put it in the pizza oven.
They put it in the tiny pizza box. It's cute.
Pizza oven.
Oh, they put it in the pizza oven?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And then Paul gets home and he had the box and I was like, what? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, I'm so high. I'm so high.
That's hilarious. It's as if you're just telling your friends.
I know. It's like,
and you go like, what? And then he went like, whoa. And I was like, yeah, I know. I was like, oh, great. I love you. I was like, oh, shit. I love you too. Oh.
It was just so much positive. I was just because I worked hard and I did the things and I was like, oh, you got it for me because you think I did good. And you were like, yeah, I'm proud of you. And I was like, ah.
Gold star.
Oh, gold star.
Cookie form.
God, I'm gonna pass out. That was a high That was a high experience.
High experience. Another number.
High experience. High experience. High experience. You've got them in your pants. I don't know. Topic number 3.
Color.
As we look at our lovely new keyboard that has rainbow lights.
It's not that great.
I don't think it's that great, but it's
hard to see
It's hard to see the keys
I
because
was hoping
the
the
lights.
keys themselves would be backlit too, so
Yeah.
I can see the letters. But I think it actually hinders it because of the light around it. I don't know.
I can't see. I was trying
And sometimes keys get stuck.
Well, but it wasn't expensive.
No, it was like $15.
So you took a risk,
I took a risk.
and it's okay.
It's okay.
It still works.
Yep.
I mean, the other one didn't have an enter key, so you know.
Exactly. My enter key works.
Yeah, our enter key works. Trust us.
Works.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very colorful keyboard.
It's a very colorful keyboard. I love bright colors, as you can see in a lot of my artworks. I love the flashy colors. When I was a kid, I loved the fluorescent color trend.
Oh yeah, same here.
You know what? I feel like I'd like to get back into that. I'd like to have garment pieces that are fluorescent. Wow. Why not? It's funny. It's funny, as everybody knows. It's funny. Yeah, in my traditional artwork and in my digital artwork, I love them bright colors. And we just painted our walls bright colors.
Yeah, nice purple and a nice green.
Nice purple and a nice green. The purple is nice and dark, nice and dark but deep and rich. And the green is like a TMNT green. and the curtains are purple. So, and in the other room, the curtains are green. So we say it's like being in Donatello's head. Did we say this last week?
I don't know.
Have we talked about this before?
Maybe.
Hey, it is always okay to bring up TMNT. Always. Always. You want to talk about TMNT? Do it.
Do it whenever.
Whenever you want. Always. Oh, now I'm thinking about panty liners. Oh, la promotion qui rentre dans le cerveau.
Zap, 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 zap.
Zap. What's the topic?
Color.
Color.
Yeah, one thing I don't like about winter is everyone's jackets are like all like black or white.
It looks like a fucking movie set.
Yeah.
You know, there's like, okay, we don't want you to pay attention to the people, so just put them all in gray. And it's just like, come on, it's the winter. We need to help each other out. Can you imagine if everybody had a nice bright color on their fucking jacket?
For sure.
Oh, it would be so wonderful. I'd love it. I've had that experience. My mom, she gave me her. I don't need to yell at you with this non-yelling voice. I'm just so impassioned by the topic that when my mom gave me her Columbia jacket that is bright orange, like fluorescent orange, she gave it to me because she said in the UK so many people wear safety vests. Safety jackets that it just looks like one of those, and she feels uncomfortable. So I wear it here, and like strangers in the street tell me how nice my jacket is, and it's like, yeah, because it's a lovely. I mean, yes, it is a nice cut as well, but it's a bright color. People like bright colors. We're humans. We bright color means like healthy food. And stuff.
You go downtown, you just look at the buildings and everything, and it's just like there's so much gray. It's like you need to,
Yeah.
And some stores do, and they're just popping with colors, and you're like, woo.
Yeah, like the fucking the
lunchbox, freak show
lunchbox. There was a candy store, guys. A candy store.
It's so candy
like
from all over the world.
Yeah, candy from everywhere. And it was so pretty, and they had like these big paper mache sculptures in the front of like E.T. and big lollipops and so many colors on the inside. And
a wall of Pez
and a wall of Jelly Bellies and my Curly Whirlies from the UK. My Curly Whirlies from the UK. My Milky Bars from the UK. I think they had Milky Bars. Milky Bars. Oh, freak show lunchbox. Bye-bye. So many things close on Ceylon. It's just how it is. Mm-hmm. You have the expectation now that they will not last.
Nope.
Oh, this is a nice new place. For now.
For now.
For now.
Get it while it's hot.
Get it while it's hot. For now. What's the topic?
Color.
Color. I love...
Fall's colors.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I think like a lot, like there's so much with our emotional path throughout the year that is very based on the weather for a lot of us.
Yeah.
It's like the fall, there's something woomy about it.
Yeah.
You know? Woomy. It's like, it's not too cold. You can like bundle up and feel warm and cozy. And it's like the air is fresh.
Yeah.
You know, although I don't think the air's fresh in a womb.
A little tight.
A little tight in there. Ooh, a little sloshy.
Gross.
Moist. Womb. Moist. Womb. Get up in my moist womb. Is that sex? It's hard sex. It's torpedo sex. It's like, it's penetrate, dick detaches. That's what that is.
Missile sent.
The whole dick goes into the womb and becomes the baby.
Oh my goodness. That's hilarious.
I think this is the episode that's gonna get us the Oscar, man.
The Oscar.
How are you feeling?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. I'm going to go to a drawing session with my friend Jibril in like an hour. And I'm going to have to awkwardly be like, I'm not still high.
And then he's going to be like, so you want to get
You
a little high?
You want to get a little high? I might try and roll him a
Tiny J.
little tiny J. Little tiny J. Pick it up off the floor. It's a little tiny J. Put it on the table. It's a little tiny J. Put it in an envelope for later. Little tiny J. That was a terrible song. Although it reminded me of a video game. Who did I play this video game with?
Who did I play this?
Where we were bred. We were bred. Was it with Jared? No. Somebody else. We played this game with Al. I played this game with Al. It's a game on the PlayStation. And you're bred. And
You're a piece of bread.
You're a piece of bread. And sometimes you're a baguette. And sometimes you are some other bread shit. And then you flop around in
Okay,
a
so you don't have
room.
like feet and
No,
stuff.
no. You flop around as this piece of bread, and you go through a level as the bread. And sometimes you have rockets. There's like an anti-gravity level where you have rockets on your piece of bread, and you have to navigate through the air and avoid debris and get into the toaster. Yes, you have to get into the toaster. I think you have to get into the toaster, but I'm not fully... Do you think I'm making this up?
No, I'm just trying to understand
And
what's
the
the
mechanics
concept. Like,
were
why
on
is this bread
crack.
wants to...
Oh, I don't think there was a storyline
Okay,
per
so
se.
it's just a game about bread.
It's just a game about bread,
One
but
to
it's like
killing
in a
itself.
human world. You're like on a kitchen counter. You're flopping over knives and cutlery. You
And
know,
you gotta get to that toaster.
You gotta get to that toaster.
You gotta kill yourself.
You gotta kill yourself. Yeah. No, sometimes it was just a line.
So he's just
finish
like getting a
line.
tan?
No, I really don't think there was any like this is a character. Like
Okay, it's
you're
just a piece of bread.
You're just a piece of bread.
So you're non-sentient.
Look, I don't know. I can't remember. What I do remember though is that the mechanics were fucking insane.
Insane as in they were
like
good?
extremely hard to control, not intuitive at all. Like it was like it was mostly just like fuck this. Oh my god, one of the levels when you're the baguette, you kind of if you press the things properly, you fling yourself, and you have to break as much glassware as you can.
Okay.
So you're bouncing all over this kitchen and breaking glasses and bowls and plates, and like the more you break, the better, the more points you get. But you have to get to these piles of stuff. So it's
Okay.
just like awkward. Like just picture this fucking.
At the end of the level,
like the extremities have this like rotational forward movement thing that you can do. Like each corner of the bread is what you control in order to move. So it's just, and then sometimes it would just go like wah. It was just, anyways.
at the end of the level, does someone come in and say, "Who broke all this stuff?"
No, that would have been really funny.
Yeah.
Who broke all this stuff? And the bread
they
just goes like, It was me. He's a vampire. It was me.
It was me.
Ooh, now I'm picturing a baguette with a little cape, little black and red cape. You know,
Color.
Oh, is that what we were talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like
rainbows.
those houses in Montreal next to that park in Sherbrooke Metro, with the 3 houses that are different colors. The red, the blue, and the
Oh,
yellow.
yeah. And in Europe, you see that way more.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
obviously, I think here it's because painted houses is like a bitch to maintain, because of the weather and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Probably that. But I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Show me. And like that's why I was so upset when they redid the Berry-UQAM and that their project was, let's make it like all glass gray colors. What?
Yeah.
Fucking what? Like just do they not see how special every station is and
For
how
sure.
everyone, like the ones, I mean there are some that are more drab, but like the ones that have such bright colors, like fuck, it's 9 to 5. It's people are stressed in the metro.
Yeah.
Give them something fun to be in.
Yeah, for
Jesus
sure.
Christ. How many
Especially since they're
videos?
so unique, every single one.
Yes.
It's not like a, cut and repeat.
Exactly.
Metro.
And every video you've seen where they're like they replace the steps with piano keys, or they put a slide in.
Yeah.
Like, people need this.
Yeah.
It could be like a service to the city to enhance the metro in a more pleasant, fucking plants, like I'm pushing it to just express how much better of an experience transport is. Such a huge part of everybody's life, and it's just like, ugh, yeah. I think it could be really
More
nice.
color,
some plants.
Well, most of the places are underground, no
birds.
sunlight, so it would have to be specific plants, I guess.
Yeah, but they could also do like artificial lighting or whatever. Anyways, look, I'm not saying this is easy. I'm just saying that if they put an effort to do that, it would be very much appreciated. I think people's general feeling would be better. You know, I really got to get my abonnement to Le Biodome again.
Oui.
I was going almost weekly before because it was so close to the studio I used to work at. Yeah. It made me feel so good to walk into the biodome. You were like, oh my god, tropical fucking...
Rainforest.
What? Yeah, tropical fucking rainforest. Oh my god, look at those fucking monkeys. Hi guys, how you been? And then you go to the fucking Laurentians and like, hello, porcupine.
Hello, bobcat.
Hello, bobcats. And then you go...
Or is it just the lynx? No, they just have a lynx. They don't have a bobcat. Or is it the same thing?
I think it's the same thing.
Same thing?
Or bobcats are bigger?
Or smaller?
Or smaller, like wallabies and kangaroos. What's the next topic?
Wallabies.
Kangaroos
Alien.
and wallabies, number 2.
Alien species?
Oh, invasive species.
Invasive species.
So you mean mother-in-laws?
But
Full disclosure, I wrote that joke earlier.
Oh.
When you told me that topic, I came up with that joke.
Boom, boom.
That's okay, right? We can
Yes,
have,
this is
we
not
can
improv.
have written jokes on the show.
Yeah, it's not improv.
We can have bits that are written.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
Dad.
do whatever we want.
Yeah, Dad. You told us.
Yeah, Dad, you told us. I'm so hungry, I could eat a sandwich with my foot in my face. I'm not totally sure what I mean by that. But it would definitely be invasive
Invasive.
if my foot were in my face.
Invasive species.
Invasive species, like insects,
Yes. Or
Like
plants.
plants.
Grass.
Is do species that were introduced count as invasive species?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's the only way, no?
Well, no, I mean like invasive. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, so it depends. Like, I don't know the definition because it could be a term to describe species that once they take hold will invade the surrounding area, or does it mean invasive species means
Foreign to
species that are foreign to that space?
I don't know. But I was thinking in my head ones that were foreign to that space.
Okay, so like cats and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like dandelions.
Dandelions and frogs.
And grass.
Which side didn't have grass?
North America.
What?
We didn't have grass.
What?
Yeah. It was brought over.
What?
Yeah. All the grass that we have in front of our front lawn and all that stuff.
So what was it before?
I don't know. Other stuff.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look this up.
You can look it up.
I'm going to look it up, Paul.
Look it up.
I'm going to look it up.
Look it up.
Because I'm assuming we didn't have grass because the climate wasn't suited for grass.
It's not always necessarily that. It could be just something growing on the other side of the world just doesn't grow here for whatever reason, you know?
No, but grass, I mean, like, because aside from grass, there's moss that can cover ground?
I think there's other grass types of things, but the ones that we use for our lawn, that type of grass, came from Europe.
Okay.
So maybe the grass that we had was maybe 2 feet taller or something.
Okay, right, yeah,
you
yeah.
know, and much more dry or something.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So they brought that here, and
You know what's cool?
What?
Deer.
Deer, are they invasive?
I feel like they can be.
If there's too many of them.
If there's too many. Well, that's it. I think we kind of shot ourselves in the foot here by not knowing exactly what invasive species means, leaving it to our own sort of guesses based on, again, limited knowledge. Because this is not the show you come to for specifics. You doubt everything you hear, and you look it up for yourself. Because we often forget to look it up afterwards.
All right. Wait.
You got it? That was enough stalling.
An invasive species is a species that is not native to a specific location and that has a tendency to spread to a degree believed to cause damage to the environment, human economy, or human health.
Okay, so yeah. So deer, if deer are introduced somewhere, then they can be an invasive species.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. We keep doing that.
Sometimes
right?
by accident, sometimes on purpose.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Jurassic Park, yeah, for sure.
You know?
Oh my god.
What?
They gotta stop doing that.
They will. They're gonna do a mammoth or something. How many years have they been talking about doing it for a mammoth? Huh?
Yeah.
How many years?
How many years did they do?
I don't want them to do it.
You don't want a mammoth burger?
I don't want a fucking mammoth burger, and I'm really upset with you that's where your mind went.
I mean, what else were they going to do? Oh, they're going to put them in zoos? Yeah. Attractions.
Yeah, I guess, but like, how many fucking stillborns and shit are they going to get through before they manage to make something happen?
How many did they go through for the cloning process?
And like, what are you doing? Like, the world is decimating territory for large creatures and small creatures. And it's like, you want to bring in something that's, what are they, twice the size of elephants?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? That is so fucked up. Like, can you imagine if they make one and it just becomes this spectacle? And this thing that we look at as this like man-made marvel from the past, you know, and it's like, there's no way they're not going to do it if they can do it.
And they'll release it in the Arctic.
No.
And then polar bears will be like, oh shit, something so much bigger than us. And then polar bears are going to have to like group together and start hunting like wolves.
Yeah.
And it just changes the whole Arctic. And then the wolves are going to be like, shit, we can't hunt like wolves anymore. We're going to hunt like someone else.
Yeah, so the wolves become humanoid, and then we have to fight the wolves.
Briefcases.
We have to fight the... Well, you know what? I feel like they would get to the war point before they got to the businessman point. So I don't think...
No, they're skipping that.
They're just skipping going, that. They go straight...
Stealing our jobs.
Stealing our jobs. Oh, those damn wolves. I'm trying to figure out how much wolf is still left on them. You know, if they're like
I was thinking just the head part, the neck and head part, so they walk...
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, and that's the coolest. I think that's the determination that has been made. Like Black Sad and all that. The animal people with suits. Looks good for some reason. We're like... Yeah, that's cool. I like seeing animal heads on human bodies.
On humanoid bodies.
It makes me feel like I'm one of the animals. It's like one of my little dreams that animals talk. It fulfills that. Yeah, Thank you. It fulfills it. I'm so hungry and tired. I'm so hungry. I'm so tired. I want to go to bed. Bed, and eat marshmallows. Hum, 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 hum.
It wouldn't be my snack of choice, but they are fun to eat.
They are fun to eat. I like the small ones as well, but those are more addictive. I'm like, okay, one more handful, and then I have a hum, 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 and I'm like, oh no, one more handful, and then I just keep like, close it up again. Put the pin in it. Put a pin in it. Don't
and then it's
don't
just
go
like
back.
A grenade.
And it explodes. I have to have all of it, and then there's the point of no return, and you're like, I'm eating the whole bag.
Yeah,
I'm eating the whole bag. I also enjoy the ones with color.
Yeah,
tying into our previous topic.
Yeah,
do you remember the like pastel color ones?
Yep.
With like a green, a little pink, a little bit of yellow, orange.
Yeah, a little hint of orange.
No.
Yes.
No, I think it was pink, turquoise, and yellow.
No.
Ah, shit! Was there purple and orange?
I thought there was.
No,
purple.
I think those are marshmallows. And by marshmallows, I mean Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms.
Yeah,
maybe.
not just
I might be
swoosh.
mixing all my
Whoosh, whoosh.
marshmallow memories together.
Yeah. Don't mix your marshmallow memories together, Paul. You hold on to those original memories. Don't mix them up. Don't mix them up.
Hard.
I know. Just
They're
I think
so
the best
similar
way
in size.
the best way to keep a memory is to never think about it again. Which is the truth because of
That's the
how our
truth.
mind works.
Yeah, you think about it and then you change details.
change
and
details.
You think about it and you change details, and then
Yeah.
you're like, "Why was I naked?"
Yep, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird though because like I ruminate so much on my pain, so it's like how morphed is it?
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
And often pain is based on irrational fears or whatever, but based on like experiences and all that kind of stuff. So you keep rehashing that experience, and then your brain becomes like, yeah, you were the victim, or yeah, you were the villain, or you go, yeah, this was way bigger than it seemed, or well, let's fade this out, because it was too horrible. So like the more you think about it, the more twisted it's gonna get.
Pretty shitty situation.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop thinking. I can't do it, man. It's so much. I'm not thinking anymore. It's too much. It's too much.
It's too much.
Too much of something
It's
is not enough. Not enough. On that note, thank you so much for listening.
Thanks, everybody.
We enjoy your patronage.
We don't have a Patreon.
It's like an expression in the English language.
I know, but it sounds like
beyond
Patreon. People are going to be like, we have a Patreon?
We don't have a Patreon
Not yet.
yet. Kate has to get over her guilt.
Patreon guilt.
Patreon guilt. Patreon guilt by Nanan.
Oh.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
And by see you next time, I mean we're going to talk in your face, in your ears, in your ears.
Yeah, so it could be like in 2 minutes. Are you binging?
Are you binging?
Or,
are you binging?
Or it can be like in 6 weeks and be like, oh, hey, welcome back.
Welcome back. Hey, Malcolm in the middle. I'm so tired. Goodbye, everyone. Spell you later.